Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Snap, and this evening will be a card review for Selene. Selene was released earlier this week. The week is now winding down, and players will be trying to decide whether to pick her up with spotlight caches or possibly spend tokens on her, so I will give my recommendation. I did pick up Selene from a spotlight cache, and I've tried her out a little bit. Won't bury the lead. I don't think Selene is very good. She has a niche, and that niche is in a junk type deck with Annihilus. And even within that deck, she's not that good. The junk deck in general is not that good. Its playlines are too predictable, I would say, and lack power overall. Even in Galactus, I am a big fan of Galactus decks, but even in a Galactus deck, I don't think Selene is that good. I've been running a Galactus deck that swaps out. I used to run Electro, and with the Professor X nerf, I swapped out Electro for Ravonna Renslayer. That deck has been doing just fine, climbing. I'm around, rank 3000 or so in Infinite, and it's doing well at that rank, and that is without Selene. I tried it with Selene, and I think it's better without Selene, so I can't say Selene's a very good card in Galactus. I don't think the junk deck that she's the best in is very good, and there isn't really another deck that makes sense with Selene. Probably the best possible Selene deck is the junk bounce deck with Annihilus, where you bounce Selene, you run Green Goblin. It's not very good. Now, the spotlight caches for this week do include Iron Lad, and he is quite good, and Black Knight, which is not bad. There's at least one good Black Knight deck that I've seen. So, you may aim for those cards and accidentally pick up Selene, and if so, my sympathies, because she's not one to aim for. She's one you can skip. Now, there may come a time when junk is really good, when Annihilus is really good, and in that situation, Selene might become good, but not be essential. I think you can run a junk deck that's just fine without Selene. So she's like a small power boost to junk, but nothing really more than that. So a very forgettable card, a card you can easily watch pass you by if you don't have Iron Lad and not use your spotlight caches on it. That's my opinion on Selene. It's a pretty short one, pretty short video. This is a card that I would not recommend picking up this week. I think it's on the weaker side as the meta stands right now. Now, if junk gets a significant boost or cards come into the meta in the future that make junk better, then we'll be given a different opinion. But as of right now, don't spend your spotlight caches or your tokens on Selene. Let this one go by. That's my recommendation.